Hello, hello, hello. Welcome back to Two Crazy Shuckers Creations. I know you're looking at nothing right now because I am unboxing the new Resiners Air Purifier. I just can't figure out how to get all this onto the camera. So there you have it. So there's the box. This thing is huge. So I'm going to get it out of the box and get all the pieces out of the packaging and show you what we're working with here, okay? So there is your top piece, your bottom piece, and in the middle comes your air purifier, the filter itself. So let me get all the packaging out of the way. I don't know, that's fine. And let me find the cord that was on top. Let me get this undone. So that we have, it comes with this pretty long cord with it. And I'm gonna get some electricity going to this first thing. So that's plugged in. I am gonna shut my door so that maybe it's a little bit quieter from the TV. So as you can see, we have our basic pieces. This is your control part of the unit. This is the bottom portion, and then your filter. So Resiners is really working hard to make sure that our resin areas that we're working in, our resin studios, are, you know, it targets the TVOCs emitted during resin making process. This works for both UV resin as well as two-part epoxy. Now, I will show, let's get this thing powered up and then we'll go through how we change the settings and get it going right. So, the first thing you know, I've watched this before, inside here, there is a cord that you must plug into the bottom part, but only after you put in your filter. So put in your filter, put that on, and then this locks into place. Okay, that seems pretty locked. Now, I'm just going to take the power cord and plug it into, oh, here's the back. So I have it on the wrong way. Should be your back. Face forward, face upward. Okay. So now, okay, now we have it locked in place. So now we get power, and let's turn it on and see what we get here. I don't have something connected right. Okay. This piece came unplugged. Okay, there we go. Okay, it said Celsius and that kind of threw me for a minute. Let me get this piece locked on. Okay, now it is locked on. So check out this amazing LED display. Now, as you can see, there are things, humidity, the temperature. I'm going to switch the temperature to Fahrenheit, and it tells you your filter life, and then I'm not sure what this, oh, that's how many hours you run it. Now, there's the fan level here, which is easy to increase, as you can see. You can put it on auto, which means it will automatically detect any of the VOCs in the area of where you're working, where you're doing your resin. So we all know resin has its issues, right? So we don't want to breathe that in, especially when we're working in our house. So we can see by turning this up full, let me show you how much air that is moving around just by this piece of paper. I don't really have my camera up far enough, I don't think. But you can see the airflow coming out of this is amazing. So, and that's your airflow comes out at the top up here. Let me see if I can direct this upwards a little bit more. Let's see if I can show you better now. So, check it out. That is just pushing that piece of paper up against my hand. That is incredible. So, you can set that to whatever you're comfortable with. There's the lower setting, which is pretty good. And then we have the medium. That works really good too. Now, one thing that's important about this, as you can see right here, it's reading red. So that means it's reading something in my room. It might have been the paper. I'm not sure. It could be where it's just balancing out to my room. So once it turns green, I want to show you by spraying how, you know, with our UV, I'm going to turn this down. I'll turn up the fan, sorry. This display and how this works is great. So it says my house is at 75 degrees. My thermostat is reading about 72. So accuracy is pretty good on that. So if you... Resiners has some great products. We are not only testing this, we are going to be testing their resin preheater. Look for that in an upcoming video. And they sent us this amazing little handheld resin mixer. Now, as you know, we love our Resiners products. I love their mats. I love their tools. We have the debubbler. We have their dual mixing, standalone rechargeable. I'm not sure why this is still reading red. Hopefully we can get to green. And then I can show you how this works, detecting VOCs. One of the things that we all work with is this, right? 99% alcohol. We use it for cleanup. We use it, you know, cleaning the resin stuff we're making. We do it all the time. So one thing about the Pure Air is that it will clear any of these harmful things, you know, from your workspace, which is very important. So the Resiners Air Purifier, you can go to Amazon and order this, or you can go on their website. Now, we have a referral link and we have a 15% discount code on this. So it's really a wonderful time to buy this, especially during their Black Friday sales. I'm not sure if they're going to let you double up on the codes, but the main thing about this is that we want a safe work environment around our resin. So breathe clean, create free. So you can craft freely. Now, the gas phase purification system, it's the industry's first air purifier specifically designed for resin DIY scenarios. Unlike conventional air purifiers, it features customized filters that target TVOCs emitted during the resin making process. So it actually detects these automatically. So we have a lot of, the filter is a H13 HEPA and resin fumes purifying filter. The pre-filter captures any large particles, whilst the inside is your H13 HEPA filter. So once we get to, I'm going to turn it off and back on again and see what happens. That button is really nice. Let's see if we can get it to go green, because I want to show you how amazing this is. Because it's supposed to fast clean. It'll show you, we can go and show you how quickly the air goes clean. And I'll probably do a time lapse of this and speed this section up, and then you'll be able to see. And I can tell you, I can already feel the air change in my room with this going. I'm going to bump it up and see what we get here. I don't think it's on auto. Okay. Let me kick it back down to low, and I'm going to put it on auto sensing. So it automatically adjusted the temperature itself. Okay. Now the temperature is more in line now. It says that it's at 73 degrees, and it detects 2.5 milligrams of TVOC in my air, which is possible. I had a little off-brand Amazon Fine air purification in here, and I knew that it probably wasn't right for a resin room, but it was important to me to have something going in the house, because we live in the house we work in. I'm going to stop my dryer and see what happens with this. I'll speed up this section and we'll see how long it takes in real time, as well as, sped up time. I'll add that so that we know exactly how long it took to purify the air in my resin room that was contaminated, per se. This is very interesting to me, because you don't think you have a lot of contamination going on, and then boom, you get something like this. What I am going to do really quick is I'm going to show you it's at 3.2, but I'm going to spray this just around my thing, and I want to see what it does. Oh, it immediately went up to 999. You see that? And that is just with our alcohol. We use 99% isopropyl alcohol in our workrooms. So you can see that it's going to go through a cleaning process to clean out the air. The air immediately smells a bit different in here. It's a resin room. What can I say? It's going down now. 9.8. 9.8. Now I do notice on auto that it does seem to keep the air, flow from the top at a higher level. 9.7, 9.5. And over here, just behind the camera, I have resin curing in my double-sided light. So that could be emitting, some of the VOCs as well. Because I believe, if you look it up, UV resin is known to have some formaldehyde and things in it that are really not good for you. So This is amazing. It's already come down to 9.2 from that alcohol spray. 9.1, back up to 9.2. So I'm going to keep this running, and I will just speed this part up, and I'll let this record on its own, keeping an eye on how many minutes it took to clean the air in my resin room. So as you can see, that number is slowly coming down. I don't know if moving it changes it or not. I'm just going to leave it like that and see what it does. But it is going to try and purify where I sprayed that isopropyl. So this red line right here is actually showing the air quality, and the number shows the amount of TVOCs in the air at this time. Our humidity is 57%, your fan, your filter life, the temperature, and then you can set it on a timer. So we're going to kind of hold off on doing all that until we see when it goes. So, air quality levels. Yellow means it's 1.0 to 9.9 milligrams. The color of the ambient light on the machine body will change synchronously. The TVOC sensor built into the air purifier also responds to alcohol gas, so care should be taken to avoid placing the purifier in a high concentration of alcohol gas environment for a long time. Okay, so we won't do that again. The TVOC value is the total volatile organic compounds that are in your air. So, I guess I'll speed up from this point. We've been running this video about 18 minutes. So we'll see how long it takes to get the air quality in my room to a good place. So it says if you're working with resin in your room, you should lightly press the auto button to turn off or on the intelligent purification mode. When the intelligent purification mode is turned on, the auto mode indicator will turn on. In intelligent purification mode, the machine will automatically control the fan speed according to the air quality. So, it has increased because my air quality was not so good in my room. Good to know. It comes with a 12-month warranty. All you do is contact support at resiners.com if you have any issues at all. I'll put a link for the Amazon, the direct link to purchase this on Amazon, and watch for it on Black Fridays. Hopefully, our affiliate link will work on there as well. That is my understanding. So our air quality is definitely getting better. We're down to a 7. And at 20 minutes, I'm just going to let that run now, and we'll see what happens. And there you have it. That took about, let me see. That took quite a few minutes actually. And it lowered the speed when it turned green. So now you can see the VOCs are down to 109 or lower. So I'm going to speed that part up. But as you can see, now my air is cleaner in my workroom. Now, one thing to remember about this workroom, not only do we do resin, 2-part epoxy, we do UV resin, we do sublimation, printing and pressing, Cricut vinyl, heat transfer vinyl. So there's a lot of different, probably VOCs in our air in here. And that shows you how our last air purification was not working very well, because it took this a substantial amount of time. I'm thinking about 34 minutes to go from red in my room to actual green with a low TVOC of 0.059. Thank you for watching. I am going to speed up that middle area from the 20 minutes to the 46-minute part, so you don't have to watch all of that. Just remember, this is a great investment for your workspace, and I highly recommend Resiners as a whole. We love their products. We love their resin supplies, the things that they have. We are going to be doing a video highlighting their 2-part epoxy, so keep an eye out for that. But thank you for watching today. Thank you for going on this journey with me. Thank you, Resiners, for sending us this wonderful product to try in our resin room. Thank you all so much. Have a great day. Be blessed. Bye-bye.